I did not think he would go this slow. It didn't even cross my mind that he would ever do this. Like, when the whole suing thing happened, when the whole when he sued, he looked dumb, and every time he sues, he looks more and more like a loser. And man, oh man, does he look so much like a loser right now. If you haven't heard, Drake has issued another lawsuit, and now where a specific document request has been having the rounds today. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but this specific part is something you would want to hear. It's document request 5, and I quote, from January 1st, 2019 to the present day, all documents and communications relating to David Isaac Finley, aka Dave Free, and his relationship with Kendrick Lamar and his children. He's requesting documents and communications of all of them. Oh, and to the above request is domestic violence and violence against women, or any violence that Kendrick Lamar has ever done. So, man, that line on "Give Me a Hug," fuck a rap beef. I just want to get the party lit. That has aged as bad as other lines that he made on Hard Part 6. Oh, it's even aged even worse. Like, this is just hilarious, man. It really is hilarious. And, before you say I'm a Drake hater, okay? I don't necessarily like Drake. I like some of his songs, though. Like, I listened to Chicago Freestyle today, okay? I like some of his songs. But from a human to human standpoint, well, like most rappers, he's not a good person. But this, it's just lame. It just lames. It just doesn't feel right. Suing over a rap beef is crazy. Like him saying, can't him saying that he lies. If he lies, then why are you suing him? Or should I phrase that? Like you also brought up other streamers, like they were against you or something like that. But like the guy, like to the OVO fans and to the Drake fans, I cannot believe. I don't know what it's like trying to defend this guy. And to be honest with you, you should just stop completely because you're feeding him this ego and all this crap. But there are so many other good things in hip hop right now other than this crap. Like Freddie Gibbs, for example. Freddie Gibbs has a discography similar to Drake, where he drops a lot. He drops consistently. And unlike Drake, he doesn't drop loaded projects. He doesn't drop loaded projects. There's always substance in there. There's always quality. Every every album has quality in it. You'll always find something good out of a Freddie Gibbs album, no matter what. And and like, and I wouldn't say that Drake thinks he's like him because he's not. Freddie Gibbs just raps and talks his shit over beats by producers, and those producer collabs specifically are definitely his best work. Drake is literally a market. Drake is literally the trending market. Like he's all about the sales now. He doesn't know what the hell he's writing on a pen, even. And to come to think of it, is it even him who's writing? But I'm like, along with Freddie Gibbs, there's so many other good things in hip hop. JID just dropped his album. Great album. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's great. And there's just other good music, good hip hop music that you can listen to. And you shouldn't have to focus on this rap beef and try to BS yourself into thinking that, oh, Drake won. Like, it's been a year. And you know, it's really becoming annoying to talk about. Because, like, the funniest thing is Kendrick hasn't even, well, besides that good credit, that good credit, drop thing that he did after literally laughing mid verse. Like, Kendrick hasn't even said anything about the guy. Well, besides at the Super Bowl when he said his name. But, like, he's been tour, he's performing it, and like, but you know, there's other good artists in hip hop that you should listen to. And you know, his recent song, Which One, which I gotta talk about a line here that he said where he said, these guys can't make songs for the guy to them. Trust, man, this is how this single should sound. He said it in British slang, by the way. He's not gonna beat the allegations. And it's funny that he says this because he's literally a misogynist. David Dennis on Twitter made an article about it after For All the Dogs dropped. It's a great read. You should give it a read. And like, it's funny how you're trying to win back the club banger and stuff like that. This doesn't sound like something you would play in a club. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Like, who the fuck is dancing to Drake like saying like, I'll throw you down on the bed or something. Like, who would dance? Who would like dance to that? Oh, wait a minute, nobody dances in the freaking clubs no more. So what's the point? But and you know, the funniest part was when I first listened to it, I actually thought it was alright. It wasn't until when I actually listened to the song where it was like, yeah, I changed my mind. This isn't good. Maybe it was because of that girl who was dancing had me in trance, which, whew, but like, I'll stand by it. Central C's verse, was good. It was definitely the best part of the song for me. I don't care. It was the best part of the song to me. You could disagree with me, but yeah, man. In that beat switch, like, the beat sounded good when the beat switch happened. The beat kind of felt weird before that. The beat switch sounded good, and then Drake just started bullshitting. Like, you can't vibe to this without it being cringed. But and speaking of the Which One like premiere, Iceman, it's funny how he's portraying Kendrick as Pinocchio, who keeps stalking him, when you're the one who's actually Pinocchio, because you're the one who's making lies and you're the one who's stewing. It's the most hypocritical thing you could possibly think of. And you know, like it's gonna be funny because the Iceman album, I assume, or at least I think, just a theory, that he that Iceman is gonna be him portraying himself as a guy who can't be stopped no matter what beef or what lies are said about him, no matter what magnitude it is. He cannot be topped. He cannot be beat. As long as he's here, he'll be on the top of the charts. And he thinks that's the ultimate win. But you suing, you just making another subliminal diss or sneak dissing, that ain't gonna win you crap. It might win the crap of the supposed public, but in the real fans, you're just a pest. And you're gonna portray yourself as a tough guy when you're literally suing the guy who beat you in a rap beef. But hey, man, that guy is probably gonna puff his. That guy is probably gonna puff his BBL. The guy is probably gonna puff his BBL. I'm sorry, or fake ass abs, or he's gonna puff his chest and act like he is the general at this. If you were the general, why did you resort to fucking suing? Because you're not a general. As far as I'm concerned, you're not a general at that at all. And you could also be a fan of the new Clips album if you weren't some brain dead idiot who was like, oh, Pusha T is just a clout chaser who disses people. You clearly don't listen. That is just you saying you clearly don't listen to rap music. You clearly just listen to Drake first and now believe everything he says. You clearly think to yourself that Drake is the GOAT. Everything he says is true, which is not. And like it's stupid because the fact that his whole career is now marketed as jealous wannabe cloud chaser who just dissed Drake, or at least that's what people think, or at least some people think. Stupid. And them talking about how 50 years old just rap about selling drugs and cocaine and all of that. Hey, man, they sounded good on it. And as far as they sound good on it, I don't care what they're rapping about. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's it.